What did I just watch? What did I just watch? The game was done by 4:30. I had to take time to just process what I watched. I had to take some time before I made this video to calm down from what I just, from the, I don't even know what to say, the destruction of what I just saw. I waited 2 weeks for the Lions to come back. They had a bye week last week. I'm like, fine, good, we need this. It's going to help us. It's going to get our team to rest. It's going to give us time to heal up and be ready for this week. Like what happened in the playoffs in the second round with the Commanders after the Lions had the first round bye, we got spanked by the freaking 4-3 Vikings now. Still at the bottom of the barrel, bottom of the division, of course, because, Lions were rusty and not ready, not prepared. They were shivering, scared most of the game. The best drives we had was in the first drive of the game first, and then the last drive of the game first when we got that Jamo William. When we had that final touchdown of the drive by Jamo, we had every opportunity to score points, and we couldn't do it this week. We were at Fort Field at home, and and this is what happens to us. We were unready. We got penalized off the field, sloppy mistakes, penalties galore, figures, because nothing can go right. Run game shut down. Passing game bare minimum. By the time we actually got ready to show up, it was too late. By the time we showed up, we got one touchdown, and it was already 27-24. Game was starting to get out of reach. We had an opportunity at the end of the game to keep the ball back. 3rd and 5, a minute 40 some left on the clock. We let Minnesota get the first down. We let, who was it? Was it Naylor, whatever, number 1 or somebody, Jordan Allison, I don't know. They won past the secondary. They get the first down, and that's the game. And up to that point, I thought the defense was playing great. Yes, we let them put up 27 at home, fresh off a bye week, which screwed us. I'm angry. We should not have lost this game. We were looking good the first drive. We were in the game. We were able to put up 7 points, and then we were able to keep the game close for the first half. And then it falls apart. Halftime, I'm like, okay, we need to make adjustments. We're doing that bad. I think it was like 17-14 or something at that point. So it's like, we're close. The game's still within reach. 3 points. We got this. We need to make second half adjustments in the second half. Lions were looking okay in the first half, but they were the wheels were getting off the bus. It was falling apart. The truck was falling apart. It was like nothing was working for us. We had more 3rd and outs today than we have in the last 3 years. Oh yeah, according to the stats that I heard from the announcers, we have had more 3 and outs today than we have in the last 3 seasons we've played. Unacceptable. Our 3rd down was terrible. We could hardly confirm that. Jared Goff, what the hell happened, my boy? I like Jared Goff. I'll always support Jared Goff. But what was that? What happened tonight was not it. Sloppy. Like the offensive line was getting smacked around like we were the 0-17 Lions again. We're not. We've been playing great football. We beat the Ravens, for Christ's sake. We beat the Browns. We were getting good dubs this year. And then we go play against the Vikings and we lose at home like this? Unacceptable. And then penalties were everywhere. Pass interferences, holding, stuff like that. You know, typical pre-snap penalties as well, false starts, offsides, that crap. And then David Montgomery, I can't blame this on you, but what happened with that fumble, my boy? Tuck the rock. Keep it close to you like this. It's basic running back conception, understanding. Keep the ball tucked close so it can't be punched out like it was. And if you do that, don't hold it like a loaf of bread, my boy. I'm not a running back, but even I know that. You can tell I'm not a running back. Look at me, I'm fat. But I'm out of shape. But gosh darn it, hold the ball tight. And if you have to, put two hands on it. One on the bottom, one on the top. And keep it like that until you get the first down and then you're down by contact. We did not look ready at all for this game. We couldn't perform. We weren't getting first downs correctly. We were making mistakes. Injuries were starting to happen to our good players. It's like, why is it that every time we go on a bye week, we come back and we're sloppy, we're rusty, we're not prepared? Why? I'm tired of it. Well, the Lions know what we need to do. Why do we have to come in every time after a bye and suck? I know next week when we play the Commanders on Monday, we're going to probably show up and play our buns off against the Commanders. And I'm sure next week the Vikings are going to lose to whoever they're playing. Because of course they are. Of course they are. They had to come into Ford Field and show us who's boss. At home, they humiliated us. Coaching, I don't know what happened. We were doing great. We were making decent calls. We had challenge to Paul. It was so close. We had so much opportunities to win, but we couldn't do it. It was like I was watching the Jim Schwartz Lions again, or the the fat guy from the Patriots, Pat Matricia again, or Jim Caldwell. This was not the best game the Lions have played. And if we won the game, I wouldn't be so mad because, yes, at least if we were able to catch up, score, and win the game, fine, I'd be a little calmer. But we couldn't do that, could we? No. We didn't want to. Our defense was tired of always being out there. Offense was non-existent. I don't even know where they went. Wide receivers were dropping passes that they never dropped. Amon-Ra St. Brown was dropping passes, and then Amon-Ra, it looked like he was hurt a few times. And then we had offensive line go down, defensive players going down. It's like, this game was not it. What did we do all week in practice? Did we do anything? Or did we just take the entire week off and then come back rusty, sluggish? We didn't show up. This is not the Lions team I'm used to seeing. That being said, we didn't play up to the level that we have become expected and used to playing at. We're normally here at the top. Today we played way under the barrel, and I'm disappointed by what I saw. We tried, but we didn't do enough. We couldn't do enough. And the Vikings did not have Carson Wentz in. We had a quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, who's only played in 2 games and been out for 22 games, come in and smoke the Lions. A rookie from Michigan, J.J. McCarthy, he was my boy at Michigan, but now I take this personally. JJ, why did you have to do my Lions like that? Why did you have to do us dirty? Come on. Diming us up, throwing deep balls to Justin Jefferson. The run game was shredding our defensive line. We weren't stopping the run. We couldn't stop the pass. Honestly, the Lions did not do anything they wanted to do today because we couldn't. We were always behind the ball. We were always behind the chains. We were always behind. I don't know. I think the Lions only had one lead of the game, and that was the first drive of the game. And then after that, the Vikings go down and score easy, and then they do it again. This game was embarrassing for all of us. Offensively, defense was fine. They didn't look that. Defense was doing what they could, but they were on the field too much, so they were getting tired. Every bye week. Every time we take a bye, we do piss poor the next game. I don't know if something's got to change. Something's got to change. Please. We're 5-3. Luckily, Green Bay lost to the Panthers today. The Bears won. The Vikings won. We're still number 2 in the division. But if we won this game, that would have put us at number 1 because we would have had 6-2 wins. And the Packers would have been 5-2. Now, they're 5-2, and they're still number 1 because they have that tie. We needed this win today. For the momentum, for the number 1 seed, we didn't do it. We couldn't do it. Next week, we play the Commanders on Monday. I hope we get our act together by then because what I saw today was an embarrassment to every Lions fan. This was a slap in the face to every Lions fan who was there at live and just watching it at home. Now, knowing Dan Campbell, things will change because I know Dan Campbell. Not personally, but I know Dan Campbell's mindset. When we take L's like that, like what happened today, he normally figures out a game plan and gets stuff done in practice to get us ready for next week. So I'm hoping next week against the Commanders will be a better game for us. I need it to be. Please make it happen. But yeah, disappointing game today. Frustrating game. Too many penalties. It was the most unclean, undisciplined game we've had so far this year. But we're 5-3 now, 52. Our ranking in the division hasn't changed, so I guess I'm grateful for that. But come on, Lions, you're better than this. We know it as the fans. You know it as the players. So today sucked for us fans, but it gives us some humbleness so that now next week we get to start fresh. Hopefully, we start to do better in practice on Monday. I mean, I hate taking L Mondays, but that's what we're gonna do this week, and hopefully we can learn from it. And we should. We had great plays a few times, but we need to do better. So I believe we will do better, and that's all I can say for that. But good job, Vikings, on the win. But Lions, you got to make up for this next week. You got to make up for this when you see the Vikings again near the end of the season. Please don't let me down again. Don't let us down as the fans. Go Lions.